welcome to another live stream watch long reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to, it's a double, New York Red Bulls versus Toronto FC to start off MLS 2024 Week 20, Match 20 to start off. Then we got Mexico versus Jamaica in Group B of the Copa América at 8 o'clock. So there will be a little bit of an overlap there, but that's why it's a double. There'll be a little bit of an overlap there. Well, I guess since Toronto's going first, there would have been overlap anyway, but even if there wasn't any. But first off, we start with Toronto, then we talk Mexico, Jamaica. We have the Mexico or Jamaica green shirt ready to go when that's ready to change into around 30 minutes. As well, we'll watch the rest of, we'll say unadvertised. We'll watch the rest of Ecuador, Venezuela as well. But starting 11s for Toronto. 1-0 Ecuador. Yep, I've been watching. Don't worry. I just wasn't watching here. Starting 11s as follows. 1-1 Venezuela. Don't tell me it was Soteldo. Don't tell me it was Soteldo. I will not be able to live that one down if Soteldo scored. And we won't. Or we don't. So it's Cadiz. Good. I do not need Soteldo scoring. With that being said, we got for the Red Bulls in goal, Ryan Mayara. The back five of Dylan Nealis, Sean Nealis, Noah Isle, John Tolkien. The midfield four of Dennis Jangar, Daniel Edelman, Frankie Amaya, Wickelman, Carmona. The front two of Dante Van Seer and Elias Manuel. No Forsberg to start. He's not even on the bench. That's good for us. Starting 11 for Toronto in goal, Luca Gavron. The back three, Sigurd Rosted, Kevin Long, Nixon Gomes. The midfield four of Derek Etienne Jr., Davy Flores, Alonso Coelho, Federico Bernadeschi, Matty Longstaff, Lorenzo Insigne, Prince Owusu. That's what we got here. What's this going on, Rumble? Honestly, ooh. You know, sausage egg sandwich doesn't sound too bad. I'm going to go there. Sausage egg sandwich. Going to go there. So, we got Isaiah here. How we doing? Glad we got you tonight. This is going to be a good one. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy it. Hopefully, y'all are doing well. And there we go. How we doing, Alex? How we doing? How we doing, Rory? 1-0. Now 1-1. Of course. How we doing, Mile High? Good for Mexico. What? Because I'm going for Jamaica. Cheers from Red Bull Arena. Hopefully it's a good game tonight. Good luck tonight. Yeah, we're going to need the good luck. Because, well, they're playing MLS games during the Copa because of the damn Leagues Cup. So, yep, foot injury. 10-men Ecuador. I can't believe he passed one away to someone. He could have shot that one too. How's this extreme jobber match being played during the Euros and Copa América? Because Leagues Cup, that's why. Toronto wearing their white kits. Red Bulls wearing red and black. Exactly. I can't believe that happened. I say a 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw. Which I'm not the only one who thinks is a draw. Herc Gomez agrees. Herc Gomez would agree. All right. Besides, it's nice to see Football Americas be on for basically every day. Yes! Yes! We don't have to do the walkout. The free Santi walkout. Start 11 for Red Bulls. Mayara, Tolkien, Eel, Sean Nealis, Dylan Nealis, Carmona, Amaya, Edelman, Jangar, Van Zier, Manuel. Exactly. Free Santi, free Santi. I mean, Red Bull's been playing well, but you're right. Starting 11, Gavron, Gomes, Long, Rosted, Etienne Jr., Flores, Coelho, Bernadeschi, Insigne, Owusu, Longstaff. Wait, is the Gruso that plays for Ecuador? Is that the one who plays for the Earthquakes? Huh. Hold on. We might focus more on it if this game's horrible. If this game's going well, we'll probably focus less on this because it wasn't advertised anyway. Toronto wearing white, Red Bulls wearing their red and black Soundwave jerseys, what I like to call them. Players to watch, who we got? Frankie Amaya for the Red Bulls. I guess he hasn't completely left yet, but he's on his way out to Toluca sooner rather than later. Because he's at the point where going to MLS is a smart play or a normal play. Bernadeschi, the man, player to watch for Toronto. They didn't get a discount on him, though. I mean, I guess you really can't. Still probably would be a DP, but, you know. It would be better if they got a discount for him, you know. But they didn't, so they still had to buy him or still had to pay him a good chunk of change. Because honestly, I wouldn't want to live in New Jersey either. But, you know, it is what it is. Players walking out. Just because it's a Red Bull club doesn't mean I want to live there. If I was a Red Bull player, hell no. Whoa. Derek, you're on the wrong team to be touching the Red Bull logo out of the tunnel. I know you came up there, but you shouldn't be doing that. That's just, nah, man. Nah. Well, actually, no, that's not totally. If they're a European player, probably. I know Derek Etienne came up as a Red Bull, but dude, you don't do that as part of the opposing team, touching the crest of a team you came up for coming out of the tunnel. You don't do it. That's a loser mentality. I mean, I know this team is still Beta male. Actually, yeah, that's exactly. Beta. How we doing, Rafa? How we doing? Man, he's lucky Herdman's his manager. I'd be like, you're lucky you're walking out right now. I don't sub you out right off the bat for that shit. 1-1 between Venezuela, Ecuador. I'm watching it as we speak. I've watched the whole game. I'm just glad Soteldo didn't score. I would not have been able to live that one down if Toronto didn't score any goals. Wouldn't have been good. Now he touched. That's a handball. Hey, Pipsqueak! You're not supposed to hand the ball. Nice. That sounds like a good day. Like, obviously, just hands the ball. Yeah, that's the Soteldo I know. Yep. There we go. There's the Soteldo I know. I don't miss him. Hopefully, we win for y'all today. Because, well, hey, I could compare it. Derek, touching a logo of the other team, even if you came up there, is tantamount to laughing at the end of a cup final that you lost, like a certain Pipsqueak did. It's treason. Gitmo. Treason. Gitmo. Now. Go to Gitmo with all the Chilean and Peruvian players for wasting my time. Actually, Good luck. I understand that. Good luck. Derek Etienne Jr. might just be, what is it called? Double agent. Luckily, he's not a defender, but, you know, I'm watching him like a hawk. After that stunt, I'm watching him like a hawk. Good. Honestly, send me that. You will, don't worry. It's only going to be, what, like a week? You'll be fine. And it's 2-1 Venezuela. Venezuela just scored. Finally up a man, they get the leading goal. 74th minute, 2-1. Honestly, I agree with that. And it wasn't Soteldo this time either. Bello with a goal, 2-1, Venezuela. I guarantee you, Ali Moreno, vamos, Venezuela! Ali Moreno must be, yeah, that's a horrible rebound to let up, and it's slotted home. Vamos, Venezuela! I will say, Ali Moreno's better as a pundit. He's not a good commentator, but he's a better pundit, I gotta say. Football Americas was nice last night with... It was kind of cool with him on it. He's a good pundit, just a horrible commentator. What an upset. So, Enter Valencia kept his foot stuck out on the tackle, and it got him a red card. So, basically an extended leg way too long in the tackle, and it got him a red card on VAR. So, that was about the 20th minute. It was really early in the game. So, there you go. Nice. Let's go. Lovely. Yeah, I think it was deserved. I mean, I can't really give it the props or the comparison it deserves. Joe Dickerson's the referee. If you watch the video, you'll be like, yeah, you know what? That was deserved. Let's go. Things are going well for all of us. Love it. I love those vibes. I want to see all my people win, so that's good. And we're off. Toronto kicks off. Nice. 2-1 Venezuela, Ecuador. I don't know about that. I hope it is, even if we lose. I don't want to waste another 90 minutes. Yes. Playing forward is the Red Bulls over the top. Van Zier has the ball. Gomes can clear. Good. 1 minute in. Nice. Hopefully the new place is a nice one. Hopefully it's all you want your first place to be. Of course, at times, I mean, things will get better at times, but hopefully your first place is a good starter place. No. No. Because we need a number 10 anyway, and the transfer window's opening. Personally, no. Coelho, Flores, the 6s/8s in that midfield. And then we get a number 10, sort of like Rafa Mata Nunez, Eustaquio, Pozuelo comes back, Seba, somebody of that ilk. But Longstaff wouldn't be starting if it was my choice. No. He started well. Now that he knows how well they started, and I guess he feels like Herdman's job is safe, which it shouldn't be. Great start, but I think he's sort of coasting. He knows Herdman's his guy. I think most people, well, I don't know. But me, I wouldn't start him. No. If it was my choice, no. No. He's better than Oso. Like, yeah, if the choice was Oso or Longstaff, yeah, I'm starting Matty. But there's something called the transfer window that's happening right now, and I think there's some players that could replace him as that number 10. Again, I've listed like 4 of them. A retiring Sebo would honestly be better. Rafa Mata Nunez, Paraguay. Yep, I know he's in the tournament, but yeah, Paraguay. There we go. Because if he was, he'd be playing right now. If he was Ecuadorian, he'd be playing right now. Or at least start the game. Tolkien. 3 minutes in, 0-0. I think he's good enough to start for Ecuador, so. I'm just waiting for him to become a Chelsea player. The joke is they love buying from Brighton. Or at least Todd Bowley does. Plays back. How about he had the room just to slap that up the pitch, but okay. All right. Back to Tolkien. I mean, when you're up a man, you should be winning. If you're not winning when you're up a man, especially when their striker is the one who gets sent off, their best striker gets sent off, to me personally, that means you should be winning, but free kick here or corner here for the Red Bulls, 5 minutes in. They've ran out of gas, pretty much. Teams are figuring them out. They're not playing as high level, high octane as they were. They've played some. No, most of these losses have come against bad teams. They're not as good as we thought. They're starting falling back down to earth. Let's put it like that. Like, we know the start was great. I just didn't think they'd fall back down to earth. It's not as bad as last year, but if you're losing, it doesn't matter by how much. Well, besides, they're being a lot more sloppy. I think the motivation is running thin, which is all Herdman really has. If they're running through a wall for you, they'll play better. If they're not, it gets worse. But we've seen this with Canada as well. Like, I'm going to say it. I think Jesse Marsch is a better manager than John Herdman. I'm going to say it. I think Jesse Marsch is a better manager than Herdman. I'm going to go with it. Let me be completely clear. If John Herdman was still with Canada, he would not have gotten that close against Argentina. And to be honest, I don't think they would have stepped to Argentina like Canada did with Marsch. I don't. And he certainly wouldn't have drawn France. 4-0 against Netherlands probably would have been how that would have went. But, I mean, just look at the Croatia game, right? That's a perfect example. They did score a goal, but once it went 1-1, they all fell apart like a Jenga shack. And tactically, they could have protected that 1-0 if he had any other tactics but basic stuff and motivation. I could agree with that. So, if I'm being honest, at 7th minute, Gavron picks it up. No, I said they were going to win third place. There's a difference. I said third place. Let me correct you. I said third place on my predictions over the U.S. But seriously, though. Yep, Rondon and Soteldo are off. But let me be clear. They beat Chile. They beat Peru. They're probably getting Mexico. But I think they could beat anybody in Group B in the quarterfinals. And then they get Argentina in the semis. I think they'll play well, but if they could get to penalties, we see what happens. But they're probably losing that again. Third place is USA, Canada, and I think they beat the USA. Jesse Marsch is going to want to prove some shit there. Let's just be honest. He almost got the job, and they chose Berhalter. The players chose Berhalter again. You're telling me that he's not going to stomp them out. You're telling me he's not saving everything for that. I got a bridge to sell you. I got a bridge to sell you if you don't believe he's saving everything for that. And besides, I think Canada under Marsch, especially if they get the momentum and start scoring, they should win third place. They should. Under Herdman or Biello, I wouldn't have. Uruguay, Brazil, and Argentina are not, well, Argentina's number one, but Uruguay and Brazil are not France and Netherlands. Brazil sucks right now, frankly. Uruguay, I didn't say anything about them because we don't play them. We most likely won't play them. I said nothing about them. Brazil sucks right now, though. So. We beat Peru. We'll see that once Canada stop running between Guerrero, Lapadula will do the job. Did you not watch last night? I didn't see nothing from them. Not a thing. Guerrero and Lapadula did absolutely nothing. Looks to me there's going to be a rain delay. They're down to 10 and they got scored on twice. So we're going to a rain delay between Toronto and Red Bulls. 10 minutes in, 0-0. A Gila Tech rain delay in the 10th minute. Well, here we go. I agree. Who I got winning Copa Argentina. When we say rain delay, does that mean they'll play later today or? 87th minute. Argentina. Just because. So, as of now, once this game ends, once this Venezuela-Ecuador game ends, I will analyze the radar. Go get something to eat. Go get something to eat. The weather in New Jersey doesn't look good. It was already raining, so I will analyze the radar after this game ends. This will have an hour in between or whatever. May not even be able to have to pull that one on until, well, who knows? Maybe Mexico wins and I put on the Mexico kit for the video. Such is life. Jamaica and Peru are class also. 88th minute between Venezuela and Ecuador. You're trolling. So what was I missing? Yes, they are. Go Big Ol'! Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! Go Big Ol'! I want them to win the whole time, but let's go Oilers! For tomorrow, I'll save that for after the game as well. We'll do that first. You know what? I could see it. As long as we win, I don't care, though. Who knew Marsh was good when he doesn't have Aronson as the main boy in his squad? Well, fair. I got the USA over Bolivia. I got Uruguay over Panama. I can tell you that already. Worse till about 9, then it'll start to calm down. So, okay. So that means basically as soon as the Mexico game starts, so it's basically going to be one after the other. Okay. All right. Toronto might end second. As I said, I got USA over Bolivia. I got Uruguay over Panama. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Ha. That is true. Talk about the Oilers, yeah. Well, let's see if the weather stops that being the case, but I'll be here for Mexico, Jamaica anyway. Now, if Toronto has to play this one again, depending on when, that might throw a wrench into everything else, but they don't have to play on Wednesday, so they might just play it on Wednesday. So 8:30, rain's going to stop. It's about when the lightning stops. The rain doesn't stop it, it's the lightning. Ah, crap. Eastern time is the same. Central time, no. It's like 5 time zones. You know what? The more I see that guy, the more I think you're right. Or the more I can see it. Let's put it like that. Venezuela looks like they're going to hold on. Lightning's going to stop when rain stops. Not exactly. The lighter the rain gets, the less the lightning. But again, it has to get out of that 15-mile radius anyway. So, good point. Technically, I guess. So, 7:30. $8:30. Okay. So Toronto might actually be done after Jamaica versus. Okay. Mexico better beat Jamaica. Mexico's facing Venezuela next. I think Mexico, pound for pound, probably does outplay Venezuela, but probably be better if there was a little bit of breathing room. Vegas, Mexico's 10. We're effed. Oh, they're starting Borracho. Okay. No, yeah, you're screwed. Wow. At the 10. Okay. I mean, yeah, I would say getting out of the group is amazing. Hell, even putting up a fight's pretty good, but I think they'll do well. I think Jamaica will look very good in this tournament. McDavid, easy. Connor McDavid, easy. Who else would you give it to? No, because there's something called the Copa América going on. I honestly wish, but no. I should have streamed Game 6 last night, though. That would have been better. They'll definitely put up a fight. I think he was looking at the 2 DNA lineup, and he said stuff from that. I mean, from what I've seen so far, I mean, haven't played too badly. But Red Bulls are a good team this year. Red Bulls are at home. We always have a problem at Red Bull Arena anyway. I would say it's more likely we draw or lose than win, probably. I hope I'm wrong, but that's probably what you got to hope for, yeah. Quiñones, Vega, Antuna. Oh my God, I'm going to smash my head into a wall. If that happens, I will smash my head into a wall. 2-1 Venezuela's full-time whistle. Venezuela beats Ecuador. Well, that's going to be awesome. I'm happy for you. I hope you get it done. I hope they get it done for you. Predictions for TFC. You know, no. I feel like there's going to be a 2-1 result either way. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if it'll be TFC winning 2-1 or Red Bull winning 2-1, but I know it's going to be a 2-1 result. I just have this funny feeling. 2-1 result somewhere. I don't know where. I just know it'll be 2-1. First leg, good. Well, 2-0 Orlando. Luis Muriel from the PK. He finally scores. Wow. 80 more minutes to go in the Toronto versus Red Bull match. Nobody scored yet. How's there a comeback? Speaking of Euros tomorrow, of course, yesterday I said USA and Panama win. Copa Euros, I got Scotland over Hungary, Germany over Switzerland. And then Monday at 2 o'clock, we'll be live for Croatia versus Italy. Then we'll be live for Colombia versus Paraguay. Basically soon after, an hour later, 40 minutes later. Then Brazil versus Costa Rica at 8 o'clock. That's the one we'll be reviewing. There will be no review for Croatia, Italy because of the time crunch. But we'll be going triple leg, triple time on Monday. Called a marathon for a reason. Then on the 25th, we'll be live for Peru versus Canada. We'll be doing an RSR for that game as well. And live RSR for Chile, Argentina. So double live, double RSR on Tuesday. Wednesday, Ecuador, Jamaica. Live, Venezuela, Mexico, RSR. 27th, Panama, USA. Live. Uruguay, Bolivia, live RSR. Depending on when Italy plays, we'll do that. Rain delay, lightning. The boss is a liar. Oilers were plus 700 at the start of the playoffs, not plus 50,000. Still, the Oilers win those. It sucks Canada's not in there. We got problems in the future. The future. Hard to tell some of those from this small comment. So there it is. If you care about the U17 Women's World Cup, here are the groups. I don't. Canada's not in it. They finally missed a under World Cup for the first time in God knows how long on the women's side. We got problems in the future. Not the good kind. Oh, the Euro round of 16 starts on June 29. Okay. Well, there you go. That could be a crazy day as well. Who knows? Wait. Well, if Italy finishes second in Group B, they'll be playing on June 29th. So if they beat Croatia, they'll be playing on June 29th at 11 in the morning. Then Toronto plays Atlanta at 6:30. Then Canada plays Chile at 7 o'clock. That'll be another double next Saturday. And Argentina, Peru. Argentina's winning anyway. I guess I don't have to watch it. But, I only have two screens. So be it. Yep, Spain's already first. So, yeah, if Italy makes it through, it's either Saturday, June 29 or July 1st or July 2nd. It's one of those three. Most likely, it's going to be Saturday, June 29th when Italy plays their knockout game at 11 in the morning. So I'm going to be up early, very early. Yes. I've had ketchup chips. I've had all-dressed ruffles. All-dressed ruffles are amazing. I love them. They're awesome. Barbecue with some ketchup, with a little bit of, I think, some sweetness to it. That probably is the barbecue sauce. It's good. The Dutch team got screwed the last game. Yeah, they should have got the goal. It wasn't offside. They weren't messing with the play. It was a goal. Should have been a goal at least. He's getting old. That's what happens. Wow. That's wild. So, let me look at the Harrison, New Jersey radar. Oh, they're under a severe thunderstorm watch. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Wow, Philadelphia puts up the warnings for New Jersey. It's got to be some. I'm just going to go to the Weather Channel website then. There it is, Harrison, New Jersey. Let's... Occasional thunderstorms likely to continue through 2 a.m. Who's your favorite? What is your favorite Toronto FC goal of all time? Ooh, for me, I think it's got to be Josie in MLS Cup. I don't see. It's got to be Josie in MLS Cup 2017. That was the trouble. I think it's the obvious answer, but it's the right answer. The play leading up to it was so succinct. It meant a lot. It's got to be Josie. It's got to be. If not, more unobvious answers would have to be Oso's back heel against Tigres, Seba against Montreal in the 2017 Canadian Championship Final, Pozuelo chip on his debut. But I think Josie in MLS Cup overtakes all those. They beat us. I guess we're worse. So there's this big sail heading east towards Harrison, but it's on the northern edge of the sail. So this shouldn't take that long. It's not in the meat of the sail. Most of what Harrison's going to get is that north edge of the sail. The north edge of the sail. So the storm will be shorter going through Harrison than the rest. But there was already lightning in the area from this storm in that little circle. So it shouldn't take as long to get back. And there's nothing, well, there's a cell behind it that might that just popped up. But the future radar isn't picking that cell up yet. So, because he was called up and I guess he went. Yep, saw that. Germany versus Swiss, both teams score. Yep. Scotland, Hungary, both teams score. Yep. USA, money line. Uruguay, money line. Yep. All that would work tomorrow. Okay. So, to me, it looks like they should be playing by 9 o'clock Central, Eastern at the very least. 9:30 at the very least. We're going to leave it there. While we're at it, might as well write down the starting 11 for in this book for Mexico v. Jamaica. Jamali Waite's getting the start for Jamaica in goal. So the Mexico. Number 1, Julio Gonzalez. Right back, Jorge Sanchez. We got Cesar Montes. We got Johan Vasquez at center back. Right back, Gerardo Arteaga. Just center mids in general. Edson Alvarez. Luis Chavez. Got Uriel Antuna. Rain delay. Thunderstorms. I'm honestly glad he did. Not surprised. Double pivot with Alvarez Chavez. That makes sense. Antuna is the 10, though. Doesn't really. So we got 17. And then we got number 9. Who left to go to Saudi. Quinones, who left to go to Saudi. All right. Fatma may have got it wrong. I don't know. I'm going by what it says. It makes more sense if Orbeline's the 10 and Antuna's on the wing, but Fatma has it wrong, as you can tell. They don't have the double pivot. They have a 4-3-3. I already wrote it down, so they fixed it. Well, there you go. They fixed it. Well, there you go. They fixed it. But so be it. Three center backs. Jamali Waits in goal for Jamaica. The back three of Joel Latibaudiere. Ethan Pinnock. Deshaun Bernard. For midfield, Greg Lee, Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer. It should, but it'll take a bit to get back. Penalty for DC. But there should be enough time to play it in between, in that time period. So they'll come back and play. It'll take a bit, but they'll come back and play. Casey Palmer, center mid. Got 2. Dexter. Lembixa. Damari Gray. There we go. 2-0 New England. Well, there you go. That's crazy. Let's reload. Again, they're on the north end of the cell. 7:21 as we speak. It looks like it's weakened a bit. It looks like the cell is weakened and bowed out to the south. They're still probably going to get hit by the northern edge of the cell. That's going to be later. So at the end, I don't know. To me, and then that cell at the back is sort of dive bombed. So it looks like everything's dive bombing to the south. I think they'll be able to play and play the whole game once they come back. If you look at then of course that cell at the back sort of merged into it, but dive bombed into it. So yeah, I think once they decide to come back, Red Bulls and Toronto should be able to play till they finish. So, yeah. Just got to wait for them to call the game back on, and then there you go. Sit tight. We're here. Let's have some fun with it. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. We have the 11s ready to go for Mexico, Jamaica. We'll jump into that game before 8 o'clock, or at 8 o'clock as well. Both games are probably going to be played basically one at the same time at this point. Can I jump? Barely. Barely. Okay. But still waiting for this game to start back up. We speak. Toronto would be at 25 points. Tie with 2007 if they get a draw. So, I'm not jumping. Good for him. Happy to see him make it to WWE. I can't wait for the Bloodline Civil War to kick off, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. How we doing? Welcome back. People thought you were dead. People started to think you were dead. Welcome back. Aguila. As far as I can tell, they'll probably be playing by. Way I see it, I think they'll be playing by 9 Eastern. But that's just how the radar looks to me. Or they'll be ready to get back playing by 9 Eastern. That's what it looks like to me. Looks like the Cells dive bombing Harrison. It looks like the Cells pretty much just dive bombing Harrison. It's going to the south. Like, it'll probably catch the northern edge of the storm, but looks to me that most they'll catch is just some light rain. But that's just what the Weather Channel radar tells me. And it looks like the cell from behind is going to dive bomb. Now, this one closer to Bloomsburg, that might be a problem. That might be a problem, but 2-0 Columbus. Not surprised. But hey, looks like Jamaica versus Mexico is going to end before Toronto at this point. Wild. What time does the game start? Mexico's at 8. Mexico starts at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Oh, come on. Will the game start again? It should. I think they'll end up playing by, they'll start trying to play again by 9 Eastern, 8 Central, I think. If it wasn't going such to the south, I think. They should play. Agreed. El Tronco. La bomba. Mi bomba. Good. Even America fans admit. La bomba. Mi bomba. I think Jamaica can. I think Jamaica can, yes. Good. That's a good mentality to have. Do you like the Mexico lineup? I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, it's not bad. Ha! I mean, that dude's just. I mean, the man's a borracho. I mean, if anybody, I just can't stand him. I don't know how that man still has a career. Like, that man's pissed everything away, and he still has a career. And it still seems the man hasn't learned a thing. Yeah, exactly. The lineup's okay if we ignore Jorge Sanchez. I agree. But hey, at least you're not starting Alexi Vega. Whoever said that was wrong. For your sake, that's a good thing. I know I have a 0% chance of making it to the finals, but the one thing I want is Mexico to beat Ecuador. I could see it. I'm not going to ask if there's any political or societal reason for that. Just, I don't know. Well, you know what? That might actually make this video more entertaining. Is there some beef between Mexico and Ecuador I don't know about? I really have nothing to work on right now. So. It's going to be entertaining. Pretty much. No, it's just a rain delay, but they should be playing. They should be getting ready to start playing about 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern, I would think. But looking at the radar, it looks like that cell's basically dive bombing Harrison just to the south. So it would suck if the game's delayed for lightning that's not even around the stadium and just a spit of rain, but I would say probably it's that radius problem that probably will keep them if there's a longer delay. It's the lightning radius problem. But again, common sense can be applied if you look at the radar and say, oh, the storm's dive bombing the city and it's not going to hit the stadium. Sort of thought, so. I mean, neither of them are that good. Well, Malagon's injured. No, what I said was a guess, but it's an educated guess. I was studying the radar for God knows how long. So finally caught up. Westcott is better than both of them. I agree, but they didn't call him up. So, well, they're starting Gonzalez. But when will the match be back on? Again, I think they'll start warming up again around, from what I can see through the radar, unless there's a difference. You know what? I agree with that as well. From what I could tell, the storm was dive bombing the city. Nashville versus NYCFC started, but it's in Nashville, so. But where does he play in Europe? Is it that much better than Liga MX? Maxi Morales is back in the starting 11. All right. Athletic Bilbao will be you could argue for him, but that also probably helps. Copa starts for 9:30 p.m. Are you hyped for the Copa? Yeah, I am, but yeah, I am. But I'm honestly, things are not. I'll be back. I'll take a short break. I'll be back. Then this would be halftime anyway, normally. So sit tight. Be back. Back. Nice. Better than watching that sign. The season pass. Freaking what's it called? Rain delay. Little grouping. Screen. Oh, there we go. Store the window. That'll work for me. I was just going to get a Coke. Better than nothing. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got is just what I got on. When that sun is high at the Texas sky, I'll be bucking it to county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. Yep, as you could tell, they got basically just rain, just light rain. And these cells are basically just dive bombing the city, like the worst of it. They should be playing. Now, the worst part is, yeah, that's probably. Agreed. 8:40, it's getting past. There's going to be a little bit of a. That's to the north. That's to the south. I don't. Seems like everything's going to the south and north of Harrison, which is even worse. Which is even worse for rain delays. The fact it's going to the south and north. So that's where we are on that. It's getting complicated. I mean, to me, it doesn't look complicated. The thing that pisses me off is the fact that it seems very weak. The part that they got where they are, like, to me, it looks pretty damn obvious that you honestly could play the game. It looks like the worst of it's going to the south, but okay. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? That's what I gotta say. You got about 10 minutes. That always seems to be the case, and then nothing happens with them. Do I need to point to the gold medal or bronze medal teams, or do we understand? It's the Lightning that they're worried about, but here's the problem is he should at least play 30 minutes. How we doing, Risklander? They still say Lightning. I'm doing good. You know what I would say? I don't know. I would go with Marcelo Flores. Predictions today, I go 2-2 draw. What do you want me to talk about? I'm still waiting for the Mexico game to start. What do you want me to talk about? There's pretty much nothing for me to say. I'm trying to focus on what's happening here and then waiting for the Mexico game to start. But waiting for the Mexico game to start should be a couple of minutes as well. Still waiting. I do like boxing, yes. I do like boxing. And UFC, I do like both sports, yes. Chicharito will score a bicycle kick the last second final the next Liga against America and win us a la 13. Boom. Wow. I mean, sometimes, yes, it is. I mean, I won't lie. Sometimes, yes. Guess more times than not. Canelo. Well, out of those two, Canelo. But Canelo still doesn't measure up to Muhammad Ali, Mayweather, Pacquiao. Still doesn't measure up. Mike Tyson, he doesn't measure up. But compared to them two, yeah, Canelo. Game still, I mean, they were playing well for the first 10 minutes, or they played okay for the first 10 minutes. They didn't allow a goal. Didn't look like they were going to allow a goal in the first 20 or so. But again, they have a good half and a bad half. So when they were playing, no, but I guess a rain delay is close enough to a win to get by. I mean, teams are about to walk out, starting 11s, or they probably already are out for the anthems. But starting 11s are as follows. For Mexico, in goal, Julio Gonzalez. The back four, Jorge Sanchez, Cesar Montes, Johan Vasquez, Gerardo Arteaga, Edson Alvarez, Luis Chavez, Uriel Antuna, Orbelín Pineda, Santi Jimenez, and Julian Quiñones for Mexico. For Jamaica, in goal, Jamali Waite. The back three, Joel Latibaudiere, Ethan Pinnock, Deshaun Bernard. The midfielders, Greg Lee, Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer, Dexter Lembixa. Left wing, Damari Gray. Striker, Mikel Antonio. Right wing, Shamar. Here we go. Anthems are being played as we speak between Mexico and Jamaica. And they're about to kick off after the Jamaican anthem just finished. So, oh, look, it's Caramello. But waiting for Toronto to get back going, as well as the kickoff of Mexico v. High-five. But TFC kickoff might be on Monday. See you later, Rory. I would agree with that. TFC might kick off Monday. Oh, Lord. That's going to be something, though. I mean, I'm already busy as all hell on Monday. And they're going to add that. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Game's about to kick off. Like, we have Italy on Monday at 11 in the morning. Arguably, Toronto might just be playing at that same time. Or 2 o'clock for Italy versus Croatia. Then you got Colombia, Paraguay. And then you got Brazil, Costa Rica. But then all I know is we might have to do the same thing here that we did today and forget about Colombia, Paraguay. just go straight to Brazil, Costa Rica, and do the double there. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know. I'd rather it be tomorrow, to be honest. I'm not saying they did add that. I'm just saying, then again, they're still... Personally, I say Wednesday. They weren't going to play on Wednesday anyway, so... Might as well keep Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday going. Just know, do they start from 10 or do they start from 10? Or are they just going to start over? I don't know. Or they could postpone it and play it later. Who knows? Even later. It may not be right off the bat. It depends. But with that being said, let's jump on to... Here comes Mexico versus Jamaica. Elfath is the referee. Second game of Group B. Mexico better score first. I would agree with that. Jamaica wearing their yellow and green. Mexico wearing their peacock kits. Orlando's winning without Gaese. I'm fine with that. I have a horrible sleep schedule. I have no problem with that. I mean, Elfath is the best referee CONCACAF or MLS has to offer. I'm not saying he's my favorite. I'm just saying when he went to the World Cup, he got good. He finally realized how to ref a game. And we're off in Mexico, Jamaica. So as it is, it looks like the Toronto game's probably going to be the one that ends second. So... Here we go. Yep, they'll avoid Argentina in the quarterfinals. And they would play Canada. Yeah. Which is what I expect to happen. Playing forward. Cleared away. Good defense or good pickup. Cross in. Cleared. That will be a corner for Mexico. I'm not wearing the damn suit. What are you talking about? Besides, not worried about getting stood up. Mexico playing forward. Good defensive play by Jamaica. Last time these teams played was at the Gold Cup. Mexico won 3-0, but Mexico's gotten worse since then. Then Bixa for the throw-in. And Jamaica clears. Not much on it. Ended up 3-0. Yep, but that was a better Mexico team than they are right now. On both sides, but, you know, Mexico's in trouble right now. Down to 15th in the FIFA rankings for Mexico. Damn. That's some. Right now, it looks like the weather will be good by 12 a.m. Save! Cleared by Limbixa. Did Jamaica disappoint you in the Gold Cup? I mean, the way they got knocked out, yeah. I thought they'd make the final. Just think about it, though. What if there was a Panama-Jamaica final at the Gold Cup? CONCACAF would have lost their minds. Which, if you think about it, it's kind of funny because I remember the time where Jamaica made the final in 2015, and then Mexico basically screwed Panama. They basically screwed Panama. Andre Blake injured. Yeah, he had a surgery. He's on the squad, but he's not healthy enough to play Mexico, I guess. But it's not the first time that's happened where a Panama-Jamaica final has scared CONCACAF, the living daylights. A possible Panama-Jamaica final has scared the living daylights out of CONCACAF. It's not the first time. I don't know if it'll be the last. What was that, Santi? Going forward is Mexico. Good run. Quiñones. Santi! Okay. Yeah, Mexico's looking very dangerous. I agree. I agree. Yeah, VIX is streaming Copa América. Yep, NTUDNA. Or you could just do the Fox Sports app. It's on FS1. All you have to do is watch it on your computer, incognito window, foxsports.com. Click FS1, watch the game, do that again after the half. That's also free. It's the way I'm watching it right now because I thought Toronto would be playing right now. And I'm not moving it to the TV unless they say the Toronto game is completely canceled. So, there you go. 6 minutes in, 0-0, 0-0. Mexico contra Jamaica. Mexico versus Jamaica. So what we're focusing on right now until Toronto starts playing again. And then we'll watch both. Or if they cancel the Toronto game, it's all Mexico-Jamaica. And we'll see what happens with the Toronto game and where it gets pushed. I'm noticing Jamaica likes to dive. I agree with that. Honestly, Canada. LFAF, ref in MLS, is a ref in MLS. Ref at the World Cup, did pretty damn well, unexpectedly, but finally used the Qatar World Cup to learn how to actually ref and be a better ref. And ever since, MLS has stopped really using him that much for MLS games because they want the rest of the refs to not look upstaged by comparison. So, because the rest of the refs suck in MLS. The fact is honestly, the Scabs were better. Honestly, the Scabs were better. 8th minute, 0-0. The end of the Group B first match day will be over. The end of it. Want to keep it in play? I have no idea. Cross in Chavez. Long, wide. Mexico looks like the better team so far. This is the Mexico I expect to see. I'm not going to lie. This is the Mexico I always expect to see. Jamaica looks like they're about to get Gold Cupped again. Herdman's not at Canada no more. It's Jesse Marsh. And you know what? No, I don't think Herdman's better than Jimmy Lozano. I don't. I still think he's better than Berhalter, but that's a low bar to clear. He clears that bar. Mexico's 11th Copa appearance. They reached the final in 93 and 2001. They lost both. Could Mexico beat any team in Group A of the quarterfinal if Canada doesn't make it out? Oh, yeah, they should beat the shit. If they're playing like this, they should beat the shit out of Peru or Chile, too. But it's a failure if Canada doesn't do that to them. So, but I think Mexico has better belief. That's the one thing I hate about Jamaica. They got no strategy, no system, just hook the ball up front, get stuck in. Well, you know what? I mean, I totally understand why they do that. They're outgunned most of the time. Sometimes, if you're outgunned, you choose to get stuck in and hoof the ball up. I get that. It's not the best style of football, but it's worked for years. Corner for Jamaica. I mean, if you feel outgunned, some people are going to do that. I hate it when you have the talent and you do it just for no reason. That's the way you've played for years. I hate that. But what I will say is think there's still drama in Jamaica? Yes, there's always drama with the JFF. There's always drama with them. I mean, there's the Leon Bailey, Craig Butler, JFF situation. Leon Bailey's not playing at the Copa, which that's fair, but that's sort of similar. Wouldn't you have been scared last year at about the same thing? I agree. Jamaica, 0 wins, 0 draws, 6 losses in Copa. They played twice in 2015 and the Centenario. They made the Centenario back in 2016. Canada did not. Lembixa to throw in. Am I crazy for saying this Copa kind of gives me Gold Cup vibes? I mean, it probably helps there's 6 CONCACAF teams, and honestly, the 6 that could probably do something in Gold Cup. Probably the 6 teams that have a chance to win it every time, but Pinnock to throw in, header. Twelfth minute. You know, nil-nil, 0-0. Both teams have had their chances so far. How's the Raider looking now? I'm watching this game. It's hard for me to pick it up. Radar. Let me plays forward. I'm going to miss a damn goal, but you know what? I'm the one who's a severe weather expert, so it's my job to... It says it's clear out there at 8:40, or that was 8:40. Let me reload it. It should have a new scan. 907. It's clear, but there's another cell behind it. That looks like it will hit. Playing forward, chipped over, out for a corner. Cucho now has a Hattie. 4-0 Columbus. Well, there you go. Wouldn't surprise me if the Toronto game is postponed to another day. New England helping us out a little bit. They're currently beating Cincy on the road. Good for y'all. I can't believe New England is winning. Fourteenth minute, almost again. $14.09, 0-0, 0-0. Teams are walking back for after. Here comes the goal kick. Quinones is actually everywhere. I agree. San Diego FC has hired Bob Bradley to be their coach. Oh my God. TFC is now 8th in the East. San Diego, you just made the worst decision ever. San Diego just went with Bob Bradley to be their first manager. Ha, 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 ha. I hope San Diego gets pumped every week. Well, I want to see San Diego lose every week. Every week. Every week. And I hope he takes Rawstead with him. I want San Diego to get stomped out every week. Bradley, I hope you get what you deserve, San Diego. Cross in, that'll go out. It's on MLS Reddit. That is so damn dumb. Stupid. Stupidest thing I think I ever seen. Just waiting to crash and burn. Good luck with that. Lamau, brain dead hire. Bob Bradley to San Diego. That is a brain dead hire. Still 0-0. Quinones is everywhere. He is. He's here. He's there. He's every. Hell no. Hell no. Herdman may be a motivation merchant, but I enjoy this year way more than the past two. Hell, I enjoy the Armas era better than Bradley. I definitely enjoyed Perez's time better than Bradley's. Hell, I enjoyed freaking John Carver more than Bob Bradley. Mo Johnston more. Header. Good defending by Edson. I agree. Jamaica got a good chance of scoring from set pieces. When you have the height, it's a good thing. So that does help you at least. I've said he was everywhere all night. All night long. Yeah, I believe it. Playing forward, 19th minute. Players are coming out soon for the warm-up. Somebody said 7 minutes ago the players are coming out for a warm-up between Toronto and Red Bull on MLS Reddit. It was a Red Bull fan, so we should be starting. Right now, Bernadeschi. Insigne's career has probably been better, but I'd say right now, Bernadeschi. Toronto performances, Bernadeschi. 19th minute, 0-0. Free kick here for Jamaica, 20th minute. I just said what I saw on Reddit. I was looking at the Toronto match thread, and Red Bulls fans said players are coming out for a warm-up soon, but that was 7 minutes ago. Header wide, so I don't know. We'll see if that's right or not. I don't know. Shot wide, header wide from Jamaica. Teams will take the field at 9:20 for a 10-minute warm-up. So 8:20. What time is it? So they should be warming up as we speak. Game will kick off again at 8:30. Okay. So we have 7 minutes till the kickoff again. So when they hit 45, they're going to be middle of their halftime, Jamaica, Mexico. So Toronto should end about probably 15, 20 minutes after Mexico, Jamaica. So not too wild if everything goes to plan, but so be it. Complete reverse of your original plan. Hey, at least it's not that late. And technically, the timeliness of the Toronto part of the review will be a little bit better. So I'm sure the Jamaica-Mexico part's going to drive the views, but it wouldn't hurt if the Toronto part would get its part too, you know? The timeliness of that would... I'd rather them play it than me have to wait to see them play the Red Bull away. Like, could be a day, could be multiple weeks. I don't know. Do you think Mexico will score 4 goals in the group stage? Yeah, I think they'll score 4 goals. Probably more. But let's also consider, I've seen rainouts that got postponed 3-4 months for the replay. I've seen rainouts that got played the next day. So normally if it gets postponed to the next day, though, it's a pre-game postponement. Kind of like that Toronto NYCFC game last year at Red Bull Arena. So I think St. Louis, Dallas got postponed for like a month. Like that rain delay. When's TFC playing? They should be playing again in 6 minutes, 5 minutes. Tyler Boyd finally scored for Nashville. Good for him. 22nd minute. Yep, 8:30 Central, 9 Eastern kickoff. 9:30 Eastern kickoff. So There you go. 23rd minute. Let's go. So just minutes. 23rd minute. You know, Mexico and Jamaica are both playing pretty openly. Like, both teams have had their moments. It's pretty even. I think both teams have had their moments. Jamaica, I think, have damn near been outpaced. But I think Mexico have been outpowered by Jamaica. So I think it's even for that reason. Plays forward. Here's a chance. Shot blocked. Corner for Jamaica. Corner for the Reggae Boys. Damari Gray earns the corner. Boom. Bounces off the foot. Outpowered. I do think Jamaica's used their power. Like, whenever, especially whenever they get closer to their final third, I do think Jamaica's shown their strength. I think Mexico is a bit more technical, a bit more pacey in this match. I think Jamaica is a bit more strong, strength, tactical to a certain extent, cerebral. Yeah, I would say cerebral. I think that's the best word. Jamaica has been more cerebral, physical, cerebral. Mexico's been more pacey, tactical. But it's given teams both moments. Save. Julio punches it. It's been punched away. Shot saved by Julio. Lembixa couldn't get it there. Jamaica's growing to the game, to be fair. I agree. They looked like they were going to be run ragged about the first 10 minutes of the game. They've sort of calmed down and had their moments since. I'd say the first 10 minutes looked dangerous for them. Here we go. Toronto Red Bulls about to start once again. 68% possession to 32. Headed away by Jamali Waite. Yeah, Waite did well there. I have to say, I agree. But Toronto Red Bulls, here we go. Playing forward, cleared by Jamaica. (9:48) getting to the 10th minute. 9:48 will be the kickoff moment. 26th minute. Here we go. Alvarez is done. Damn it. That's not good for Mexico. Here we go. Here we go. Toronto's finishing their warm-up. Red Bulls are finishing their warm-up. And adios, Alvarez. I can't believe it. First Malagon, now Edson. That is a horrible situation for Mexico. If it's any more than the rest of the game, it's a horrible situation. Insigne. And the game will be restarted Man, I hate Edson's going on a stretcher. Yep, this ain't just tonight. This is a multiple game situation. Man, I hate it for Edson. Damn. But it's a really bad thing for Mexico as a team. They need Edson Alvarez, and he's not going to be there. For better or for worse, it's hamstring. Yep. And that also hurts because, well, the European season ain't far off either. He's going to miss at least, the first month of the European season as well? He's standing up. That's the good news. But the good news is he's standing up and not getting stretchered off. The bad news is it's still his hamstring. He can't put no weight onto it. He's missing multiple games. And we're off in the Toronto game. They have dropped the ball and they have kicked off. We are back. 80 more minutes to go, and there will be a halftime. He can't put no weight on it, but at least he didn't get stretchered off. That's even worse. Kick the damn ball. And Rosted's just playing it short. That's not smart. And a horrible giveaway. Jangar blocked away by Gomis. Lovely by Gomis to save that from being a horrible situation. And Luis Romo is coming on for Edson Alvarez. 11th minute. John Tolkien pushing up the pitch. Well, if they're going to go full baseball and tackle, just destroy somebody on Jamaica to make a point, I don't think they do that. I really don't. Insigne plays it back to Bernadeschi, Coelho, Luis Romo on for Edson Alvarez. Now I think Jamaica's got a chance of winning. I mean, they were playing good already, but, man, all the players going to hug Edson, man, they know he's crocked. Yep. They know he's absolutely, yep. Didn't look good for him. 12th minute. And Jamaica on the ball, pushing forward. Toronto, Coelho on the ball. Plays it back to Davy Flores. Davy Flores to Gomis. Gomis up the pitch. And Gomis still running. I see the vision. Plays down. Bernadeschi. Cross. Insigne. Longstaff. Insigne. But a foot in by Carmona. Gets it back for the Red Bulls. That is horrible. Celebrating an injury. That is horrible. Edson Alvarez is one of the best players in CONCACAF. I get not being a fan of Mexico. I get it. But to celebrate his injury, that's wrong. That's wrong. Point blank, period. I don't want to see Edson Alvarez get hurt. Hell, there's no player I want to see get hurt. None. But I don't hate Mexico. I don't. Of course, do I want them to win when they play Canada? No. But do I hate them? No. I honestly empathize with Mexico fans, and I sympathize with Edson. He's as far as I know, a good dude who's a very good player. He doesn't deserve that at all, to have an injury of his be cheered on. You shouldn't cheer on any player's injury. Or at least, no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Especially if it seems like they're a good person off the pitch. Don't. Now, if they're a shitbag off the pitch it's still maybe scummy to root for an injury or cheer for them getting injured, but at least if you know they're a shitbag off the pitch, it's a little bit different. But you still shouldn't, but I can sort of understand that. But somebody like Edson, who, as far as I know, is a good guy off the pitch, or anybody who's a good guy off the pitch, they don't deserve that at all. "15th minute. I mean, he's probably threatened a lot of people in his day. Don't tell me Eric Cantona karate kicked you. Playing forward. Playing forward. Toronto Owusu saved by Miara in the 15th minute. Good shot by Owusu, but just right to the hands of Miara. Boom. It's Chavez time. Yeah, here's the problem. You got El Tronco, Luis Romo in the midfield as well. That's a problem. That's a problem. Like, anything good that Chavez does is going to be, what's the word? Basically, absolutely erased by Luis Romo. Luis Chavez is great. He's great. Here's the problem. Luis Romo's the one next to him, not Edson, so that's a problem. That's a problem. 34th minute. Crushed. Free kick here for Mexico. Now, for Jamaica, this game's going much better than last year's Gold Cup semifinal. I will tell you that much right now. They've learned their lesson from that semifinal. I mean, yeah, Mexico's also gotten very worse, but same thing. 4 goals, 4 assists, 11 games this season for Insigne. 122 goals for Napoli, 434 career appearances. Now, give me the goals he scored Toronto appearances. Like the 40-some appearances he's made. Wall blocked the shot. Shamar. Goes off Shamar. Jamaica's played better since about the first 10 minutes, but going forward. Oh, you really could have passed that longer and not sideways, but good. 17th minute, 0-0 between Red Bull Toronto. 0-0. Mexico, Jamaica, 35th minute or 36th minute. Plays in, good defending by Mexico. Orbelín Pineda, I've never heard good defending in the same sentence. Abraham Lincoln played football, soccer. I know he wrestled bears. I didn't know he played football. Interesting. Plays forward is Jamaica. Into the box. Cross. Saved. Shot wide. Still Jamaica. Shamar's trash. Antonio's a tank. I mean, Shamar isn't that bad, but he definitely, what's the word? It's definitely more. He scores against weaker sides. Santi's holding his leg. Oh, no. Oh, no. 37th minute. Still 0-0. 0-0. But Santi's holding his legs. He's down holding his legs. On the tackle. Ooh. On the tackle against Pinnock. He's holding his leg. Maybe Jamaica and Mexico will make it out of the group. That's what I said. Uh-oh, Mexico's done. If he can stay on, they'll be fine. If not, they are done. But, nope, he's up. He's up. False alarm. Well, he was down, but false alarm. 20th minute, still 0-0 between Red Bull and Toronto. Good. Clear it. Long clears it. Davy Flores, Longstaff. Coelho. Okay. '20th minute between Toronto and Red Bull. Toronto is basically 20 minutes behind. Mexico looks like this match is going from bad to worse. It's not good, you're right. Etienne Jr. and played right to a Red Bull. Damn it! Stop being a, what's the word? Damn it, double agent. Spy is a double agent! Gentlemen. Shot blocked by Gavron. Gentlemen. 40th minute or 39th minute. I forgot Toronto was playing. Now they're playing again. Thoughts on Julian Quinones going to Saudi? It's horrible. I don't know why America would do it. Wasn't even one of the big four. It's some random-ass Saudi team. It's a bunch of nobodies. It's like worse than Al-Ettifaq. Toronto equals pendejo. Here we go. Oh my God, los pendejos. Oh my God, los pendejos. They're back at that level for me. I agree. Oh my God, los pendejos. Speaking of, did Liga MX's Reddit do that today for the Copa game for LT? Oh my God, los pendejos. Did they do that today or not? Oh no. Horrible giveaway. Van Zier blocked away. And Toronto will get on the ball. 21st minute, 0-0, 0-0. Gavron clears. Gets more air than the ball, but out for a throw. 40th minute. Bernadeschi. What is wrong with Mexico? They're getting worse and worse. They're falling down the cliff. I mean, they did just lose Edson. That doesn't help. But Jamaica's played better since about, I wouldn't say better, but they've definitely absorbed the pressure since the 15th minute. Easier. Why don't the Mexicans shoot from range? Are they scared of the ball or something? I don't know why, but Toronto doesn't like shooting from range. Mexico doesn't. Like, you have the quality to do it. Like, to me, if you place a ball out at the right spot from 20 yards out, you're going to beat the keeper. But it's worth a shot. Like, why are you so afraid to shoot from range? Like, you need to make your own luck. So, I think Surge is on a red. Tal Bunbury is a striker. Nashville needs a real substitute striker. I mean, well, no. CJ Sapong was fine for y'all. But you sent him to Toronto, and, well, what happened? So maybe you knew that was about to happen. I don't know. But sadly enough, every striker you get up since, I mean, Bunbury was good back a while. Damn. It's an evil world we live in. I don't know what else to say, but it's the evil world we live in. That's fucked. That is fucked. For people to want to do, for people to have intentions like that. It's evil world we live in, kid. Shot wide by Montez. I think we're all shocked. Okay? I don't think he took it like a joke, but that's, I don't know. But yeah, Alex, this ain't the time to troll if it was a joke. if it was a joke from you, this ain't the time to troll, man. It ain't Alex. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I didn't think he was there. I don't think he was joking, but at least on that one. No, that one, yeah. The one I brought up, no. But the Scary Movie one, yeah, that's not right, Alex. That's not right at all. But I think, damn. That friend deserves whatever comes to them. Whatever that friend gets deserves what's coming to them. Let's just put it like that. Or I should say friend. Whatever that friend gets deserves what's getting to them or coming to them. Toronto, nothing there. Still 0-0 settle between Mexico and Jamaica. So that's while the car is getting impounded. Okay. I think it's also illegal to have open canisters in Illinois, but I don't know. That's not a friend at all. You're damn right. But even people who say they're your friends could only be your friends for malicious reasons. You can't trust anybody at all. That's just a simple fact. Even the people you think you can trust, you really can't trust. And normally when you trust somebody enough and you finally start trusting them, that's when they stab you in the back. I would agree with that 100%. But what's done in the dark will always be brought to the light. Free kick for Red Bulls. But again, normally the sad part is the people you trust are the ones that normally end up stabbing you in the back. When you don't trust anybody, 6 minutes of stoppage time, it doesn't hurt you. It's when you start trusting somebody damn near wholeheartedly. That's when they stab you in the back. Wide from Romo. But my point is you got to be careful. No matter who. This ain't horseshoes and hand grenades. Almost doesn't count. Free kick here for Red Bull. 28th minute. Or 27th minute. Long ball. Headed away. Let's hope for a goal kick. But, again, I'm praying for y'all, Isaiah. Praying for all y'all. Your girl, you. I'm praying for all y'all. Praying for all y'all. I'm praying for all y'all. I hope y'all stay safe. I hope y'all get through this okay. I'm praying for y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. I couldn't imagine. I legitimately couldn't imagine. I'm not going to lie. I would be steaming. If I was in those shoes, I would be absolutely steaming that somebody would even try that. Point blank, period. I could only imagine. I could only imagine. Who's Jamaica's best player right now? I gotta say, and Red Bulls have scored. Edelman, Was it forward? I'm guessing. Still hasn't. Well, Elias Manuel taking the shot. Boom! Banger from Elias Manuel in the 29th minute. Red Bull has a 1-0 lead. I'm not surprised. Right now, Red Bulls are winning. 29th minute. 1-0. Toronto being Toronto. I mean, he took a good shot, I won't lie. 49th minute. Eel plays it on. Elias Manuel. He just took a damn good shot. I can't even get mad at that. Now, I can't even get mad at that. He just took a really good shot. Is it starting again? I hate to tell you, I think it might be. Damn it. Where can you watch the game? Season Pass, as always. '30th minute. I wish they did postpone the game at this point. Elias Manuel scores. 15 minutes till halftime. Lord have mercy. I said 2-1 either way. That could still happen, okay? That's what I said for Toronto Red Bull. I said 2-1 either way. I don't know who's going to get it. I just know it'll be 2-1. So technically, I haven't called it wrong yet. Technically. 31st minute. Rolstead. It's past the post, 49th minute. Coelho. Over the top. No, I said 2-2 for Jamaica, Mexico. I said 2-1 either way for Red Bull, Toronto. I said 2-2 for Jamaica, Mexico. Go back to the early part of the stream. That's exactly what I said. 2-2 Mexico, Jamaica. 2-1 either way, Red Bull, Toronto. Shot save by Miara. But Bernadeschi with a good shot. But 30 seconds left in the first half of the Jamaica versus Mexico game. Still 0-0, 0-0. Mexico slacking. Not as much as Toronto slacking. Man. That's probably exactly what I thought was going to happen. Toronto's going to get back to 1-1, and then Red Bulls are going to score late. 2-1 Red Bull. That's probably exactly what I saw coming. Let's not lie, okay? That's probably exactly why I said 2-1. Maybe the either way was more of a hope, but I definitely, yeah. Red Bulls 1-0. I know, I'm watching. Bernadeschi. What's going on with Toronto? Why are they like this? John Herdman's losing his momentum. They're not running through a wall for him anymore. Not like they were a couple of weeks ago. Why is Toronto bipolar? I don't know. But they certainly aren't winning. Duh. I don't know. Playing forward. Owuzu taken down. That'll be a free kick. 52nd minute between Mexico, Jamaica. Still 0-0. 0-0. Yeah, Bob Bradley's going to San Diego FC. I hope they absolutely fall apart. And it's going to be halftime 0-0 between Mexico and Jamaica. 0-0. Medio tiempo. Third minute. This game can go either way. We're talking about Jamaica, Mexico. You're right. But speaking of, here's the stats at the half of that game. Since we're already sitting down here, free kick for Toronto. Shot over the bar. But his tactics, his basic tactics sure have gotten figured out by other teams. Stats of the half, 65% possession, 35% possession, 7 shots, 7, 2 shots on goal to 1, 249 accurate passes to 117, 84% to 72%, 6 fails to 4, 4 corners to 2, 7 shots to 7, 2 shots on goal to 1, 298 passes to 162, 84% pass accuracy to 72, 10 throws to 9, 0 offside to 1, 0 yellow cards, 0, 0 red cards, 0. 0-0 at the half. For me, Mexico's played well, but Jamaica's been strong. They've grown into the game, especially after the first 15 minutes. They've had their moments as well. Both teams have had good chances. Jamaica's been more cerebral on their great chances. Mexico's made their great chances out of pace and tactics. But both teams have had their moments. Speaking of, while I'm at it. Back to 24 points. Boom. There we go. Alvarez looked in pain at the half. Well, of course, his quad went, his hammy went. He went off for a reason. But again, it sucks that Mexico loses Edson Alvarez. Edson was playing well until he got hurt. Coelho goes down. That'll be a free kick, 35th minute. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half of the Toronto match. Free kick for Toronto. With that being said, good game so far between Mexico, Jamaica, Toronto. Not so much. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Doing pretty good for this one. Good so far. So, free kick here. $36 minute of 45. But 37th minute. Jamaica fans look happy at the half. I don't blame them at all. Do my eyes deceive me, or does John Herdman have the same tactics board that I have? Like the same brand. Same sort of style. Huh, interesting. Well, there you go. I think so. Wouldn't you know it? Coelho looks like he's about to come off for Cozy Thompson. He does. He actually does. Wow. He does, doesn't he? Hold on. There we go. Trying to figure this. Whatever. Playing forward, 40th minute. Jamaica can win it. I believe so. I believe so. Playing forward, Flores. I'll handle that later. Sack Peter Vermees now. I agree. I think the game's passed him by. 40th minute. I do agree. The game's passed him by. Red Bulls 1-0. I know, I'm watching. And almost could have got 2. Toronto hasn't played that badly, but a great goal by Elias Manuel. A great ball in by Noah Isle. Leads to the Manuel banger about at the 29th minute, 30th minute mark. Beautiful goal by Elias Manuel, for sure. If you're in the Mexican locker room, what are you saying after what just happened with Alvarez? First off, I'd say let's win one for Edson. That's definitely some, I'd say. Second of all, we could pick up the slack. Okay? We have the better quality chances. We got to add our toughness. We got to show the toughness and go tit for tat on toughness. Got to bust our ass to beat them. TFC are sucking it up. Jamaica-Mexico is going to be a snooze fest. I actually like the Jamaica-Mexico match. I don't think it's a snooze fest. A snooze fest is Chile-Peru. What's the final score at the end? I say 2-1 Red Bulls. I think Toronto's going to score at some point. They allow one in the final 5 minutes, and they lose. 2-1 Red Bull. I said 2-1 either way at the start of the match, but makes way more sense it being 2-1 for the Red Bulls. So, 2-1 Red Bull. Sometimes manager change reset to your season. Half season yet to go, and KC really need it. TFC is just different. The team wants me. Yeah, this team is a freaking mental institution. Bipolar. It's in Toronto's DNA to concede late goals. Who's won the cup on Monday? Oilers or Panthers? Oilers. Go big ol'. Let's go Oilers. Let's go Oilers. Nashville look better with their new coach. I agree. Because they're not playing terrorist football anymore. Gary Smith plays classic English terrorist football. Southgate ball. Tony Pulis ball. Big Sam ball. Tony Mowbray ball. Need I say more? Just because you have, and it's funny, the more they put around Honey Mukhtar, the worse they look. At least during the Gary Smith era. They put Surridge next to him. They look worse. They put Jacob Schaffelberg next to him. They look worse. They finally have a guy who plays positive football in Munthali. And guess what? They look good. It helps them. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I mean, I sort of said, I don't know, after what, 2021, that Gary Smith was holding Nashville back more likely than not. Well, here we are. Look at it. Like, it was good to start the team and get good results instead of be absolutely crap. It worked. But he was there to be the guy to build the platform for Nashville to succeed on, not be the guy to succeed with them. When did you start watching MLS? 2007. When these boys came into the league. I mean, I did see highlights from 06 and 05 because on Gas, in between Figure It Out or Guts or Get the Picture, they showed a lot of highlights. They also showed the Freddie Adu Pele commercial a lot as well. But fully started watching league when Toronto, 2007. After 2006 World Cup, start 2007 season. And here we are since. It's always bloody Burnley. It's always bloody Burnley. 45th minute. Headed away. Getting close to stoppage time. Who's winning the Euros? It ain't Italy. Yeah, that was a bad prediction to start with. I mean, yeah, I'll be happy if they do. They won't. I say Germany. As of now, Germany. But a Germany-Spain final looks very likely. But Germany. Germany reminds me of Italy 2021. They really do. Except they made the World Cup in between. But Germany reminds me of 2021 Italy. They're free-flowing. They're finally figuring out the system of their manager. They can defend well. They have a good mentality. The vibes are just with them. Yeah, Germany. Against or under Nagelsmann. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Great teams. I agree. Spain wins Euros with Morata as captain. Imagine. That would not be good for me. I would not like that at all. Because, well, if you remember what Morata did with Chelsea, I do not have many positive thoughts about Morata. I think he sucks. Morata is honestly a PTSD trigger for me. There's a good bit. Thank you, Sean. How's Roger Laporte not captain? I don't know. I don't know. Why the captain is Morata, I have no idea. Alex, I would pop a little bit of the bubbly. Ooh. A little bit of the bubbly. Like, no joke. I think that would be probably Moscato, but it would be, instead of Truon champagne. But, that might be a reason to drink Moscato before December 31st. I just hope I don't get shit-faced. Or tipsy, for that matter. I didn't say I'd polish off the whole bottle myself, but I might drink more than 2 cups. Or 3. 47th minute. I mean, hair-wise, yeah. Playing-wise, I'm not so sure. Yeah, but they also... I think there'll be exception to the rule. What players do you think will shine in the Euros? Bellingham, in spite of Southgate. Vets, Florian Vets. Scamacca is not playing as well as I thought he would have. Florian Vets. I wanted to see John McGinn show out, but he won't. Mudryk, not so much. Just kick it away, Gavron. 48th minute. Yamal. Fulkrug. Musiala. Because I don't like drinking. I barely drink. And I'm afraid of becoming an alcoholic. It's part of the reason I barely drink. And I don't know which alcoholic I'd be. I don't know if I'd be a fun alcoholic or an asshole. I don't know which one I'd be. So that's also the portion of why I don't. Why I am straight edge or mostly straight edge. Like, if I drink more than one time a year, I'm afraid the slippery slope effect comes into play, if I'm being completely honest. 49th minute. I agree with that. The Toronto Maple Leafs. I agree with that. So your team CM Punk. Yes. I always wanted to be straight edge even before I knew who CM Punk was. And it's not completely, but I think mostly 95, 99% of the time, right? And it's halftime, 1-0 between Red Bull and Toronto. One 0 Red Bulls. But yeah. I think that should be. Yeah, I saw that as well. If I looked at your most recent songs, if you have those shown, I could. Yes. I can't see if you liked it. I think that's only if you share it to somebody. I don't know, but I know you follow me. Which one are you listening to? Which one are you listening to? But second half should be starting very soon for Mexico, Jamaica. We'll take a very short break at the half, talk about stats. There we go. Second half starts. Virtual hug for Sean. Virtual hug. I mean, Venezuela finally won. Good for them. It already started. Well, there you go. But I'm going to be back very quickly. Second half for Mexico, Jamaica has started. Fought Mob lied. $45 minutes. Hold on. There we go. We're back. Corner for Jamaica. 45 minutes. It started as soon as it was. We'll watch the corner and then I'll take a break. Or be back very quickly. Cross in. And nobody gets there. Exactly. I think we all agree. I think Mexico fans, non-Mexico fans, we all agree. Mexico sucks. That's out for a throw-in. Oh, my God. Well, Louisville finally lost a game at Lynn Family Stadium. Man, he's spreading the love. That's nice. That's nice. We'll be back. Sit tight. Back. I can't believe it. Playing forward, 47th minute. Jamaica with a throw-in. I don't think there was any subs at the half. Let's see this go through. No. Nope. Bobby Reed, the captain for Jamaica. No subs for Jamaica. 48th minute. Here's the half-time stats for Toronto versus Red Bull. We got 41. Speaking of, Toronto they're still 8th. Hey, at least Orlando City's not above us. That's going to be bad if they catch us, yeah. Stats as follows: 41% possession to 59% possession, 6 shots to 3, 153 accurate passes, 77%, 255, 85%, 3 fouls to 5, 4 corners to 0, 6 shots to 3, 3 shots off goal to 1, 2 shots on goal to 2, 200 passes to 300, 77% pass accuracy to 85, 12 throws to 9, 1 offside to 1, 0 yellow cards, 0, 0 red cards, 0, 1-0 Red Bulls. It's a pretty even game so far. I have to say, it's a pretty even game so far. I am pretty even game so far. Yes, I would want Damari Gray for Toronto. We could at least play him on the wing, if not play him at striker, if not the wing. But he would be good for us. But again, for me, Toronto is playing well. I think they're playing. I wouldn't say playing well, but they don't look trash. Both teams have had their moments. It's been an even game. Red Bulls got a great goal from Manuel, and that's pretty much what separates both sides. Goal for Jamaica. Header shot goal. Mikel Antonio slots one home for the Reggae Boys. A diving header past Julio Gonzalez, and it's 1-0 Jamaica. Mikel Antonio, diving header, glances one in for the Reggae Boys. 0-1. Esta noche, Jamaica. Mexico lost that midfield. Mikel Antonio. Long ball. Jamaica rushes on to it. They get to it first. And Mikel Antonio's right there for a diving bullet header. Lambixa with the assist. And Gonzalez is just barely beaten. Mikel Antonio. Well, you had no choice. Mikel Antonio with a goal. Oh my God, this video is going to get a lot of views. This review is going to get a lot of views if this score holds. It doesn't even matter what happens with Toronto versus Red Bull. This review is going to get a lot of views just because of this result. No, he's not offside. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No. No. No goal. No goal. No goal. It is called out. Heartbreaking for Jamaica. And there's a foul. There was a foul on the play by Jamaica. Nope. Antonio was offside. Yep, there it is. Mexico better wake up. Hope that woke up Mexico. I thought the VAR was checking for nothing. No, they don't get that far if it was for nothing. Man, I hope this makes Jamaica just absolutely fiend for a goal. I hope. Damn. He was offside. Barely. I think that was the first cross. What was that pass from Romo? I don't know. Luis Romo acted more like Tony Romo with that horrible pass. Saved. Antonio's too big. Nah, he was just definitely offside. That's all. Over the top. That was going to be offside if he ran onto it. This is either going to wake Mexico up or give Jamaica hope. I hope it's the latter, not the former. Hope it's the latter, not the former. Cross in. Good tackle by Jamaica. I think they got some hope. I think they got some hope. I don't know about you, but it looks like they got some hope. That gave them hope. No? Why shot from there? I don't know. Could do both, but it looks more like the hope has happened than the wake up. Second half about to start. St. Louis is drawing Atlanta. That's an L. Damn, that's sad. Four minutes to the kickoff of the second half. Bring Sanchez and Antuna off. I agree. Like, the longer this game goes, Jamaica looks like the better team. I would agree with that. Grimson. Cross. There's room. That ain't a handball. Piojo and Israel Reyes in. I don't think that's a handball. I didn't see it. 55th minute. Shot over the bar. Well, that works. There we go. All right, playing forward, 55th minute. Mikel Antonio plays it over the top. Nice play, but there's room for Jamaica. Jamaica, still room. Block shot. Cleared by Mexico. Mexico ain't beating Venezuela. They may not. Shamar did not play that well at all. No. Boza did not play that well at all. Shot saved by Jamali Waite. That's a corner for Mexico. Luis Chavez with a laser of a shot. Jamali Waite gets a hand to it. That'll be a corner. Has Mexico lost its dominance in CONCACAF? They did when Denver happened. This is not new. Why are we acting like Denver wasn't the day their dominance died? Like Mile High wasn't the day their dominance died. Their dominance has been dead for 3 years. Why are we acting that that's not the case? Why are we acting like that's not the case? Like, we all saw it die. It's like, I don't know. It's like one of those movies where they go to the woods to see a dead body. That's exactly what we did that day in Mile High when Mexico lost to the USA in the Nations League final. That's exactly what happened. Why are we acting like that's not the case? Second half's about to start for New York versus Toronto. So they're about 17 minutes, no, about 13 minutes behind. Who's winning the MLS this year? Right now, Columbus, LAFC, RSL, or no, I'm going to stick with it. Columbus, LAFC, or RSL. One of those three. For sure. I don't know exactly where I want to lean, but right now it's one of those three. They're just on another level. if Mexico actually won in Denver, do you think Mexico would still lose its CONCACAF dominance eventually? Yes, but it was dead that day. But it would have happened very soon after. It may have been there a little bit longer, but I think Miami will win MLS Cup. I still don't trust them. I still don't trust them. They probably could. I still don't trust them. Like, they could do it. I'm not saying they can, but I think they're questionable at best. Like, they're not a top 3 favorite. I think Real Salt Lake are better than them at this point. Not on day one, but they're better now. And we're off in the second half of Red Bull Toronto. This will end after Mexico, Jamaica. And see, I don't know who he's a fan of in MLS. All I know, I think he's a Chivas fan in Mexico. I would agree, but Canada was always up there with U.S. women's national team, at least in theory. Just the U.S. women's national team always beat them anyway. But I think Canada was a lot closer to the U.S. women's national team than anybody was close to Mexico until Mexico Denver happened. Jimmy Lozano looks like he knows the L is coming. He knows the sack is coming. He knows he's getting fired. I'm surprised they didn't fire him after Uruguay, but no, they're going to. He knows he's getting fired, and Aguirre is going to become the manager, at least for the time being. Maybe not during the tournament, but definitely after. 30 minutes to go in the Mexico-Jamaica game, still 0-0. Toronto playing forward, that's out for a throw. '46 minute. Oh, no. Horrible giveaway by Kevin Long. Here comes the Red Bulls. Rosted gets in. Shot. Goal! Goal! Jangar scores. 2-0. Red Bulls. Dennis Jangar. Crossed in and slides it home. Well, there's the second goal. We suck. We suck. I agree. Oh, Lord. I'm tired. I'm legitimately tired. Bill Manning needs to get fired into the sun. Bill and John Herdman, honestly, same. The only person who can save this team is a certain pirate. That's all I'm going to say. Kevin Long is crap. He could have easily cleared that. Damn, man. Raise the colors. You need a damn pirate. That's all I'm going to say. Worst chess match between Southgate and Berhalter. I agree with that. 47th minute. Raise the colors. Hoist the colors. You need a pirate. That's all I'm going to say. Hoist the colors. 62nd minute. He knows his team can't score. We talking about Jimmy Lozano or me? Who are we talking about here? Chavez the only one trying. I agree. Delete the club. Yeah, call the pirate or delete the club. I said Dennis Jangar. Jangar. Like Django with an R at the end of it. That's how I thought. I just pronounced it how I saw it. There might be some different to it, but English romanticized or whatever. Yeah. Toronto's the 7th oldest average squad age in MLS, 26.1 years. Not as bad as a couple of years before, but, you know. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. This team always finds new ways to piss me off, even under the good days. Lord have mercy. Dennis Jangar. Good save. Please, Mexico score, says Blitzo. 64th minute. Let's see. 50th minute between Toronto and Red Bulls. Toronto trying to get a goal back. I'm the one who covers the league. So I'm not judging you, but I'm the one who covers the league here, so it'd be bad if I couldn't. 51st minute, or the Confederation in general, but you know, almost, again, as I said, almost only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades. Almost doesn't count here. But what about the Canada game? Different situation. You should beat Jamaica. Mexico should, in theory, still beat Jamaica no matter how bad they are. In theory, right? Canada-Argentina is a whole different situation. Almost is cool. Oh, I agree. Bob Bradley's the worst. Trading Jacob Schaffelberg for a spot so we can bring back Richie Larea. I love Richie, but I wish we had both, is my point. We could have had both, but Schaffelberg didn't over the bar. Bob Bradley didn't like him at wing back, and he didn't want to play him at midfield, which is where he should be playing. Trades him to Nashville. Guess what? I don't know. Bradley's the worst. Ooh. Horrible giveaway by Derek Etienne Jr. Why? You know what? We shouldn't have started him against Red Bull. And Carmona, penalty for Toronto, or against Toronto, penalty for the Red Bulls. Penalty for the Red Bulls, 53rd minute, yellow card. And Red Bulls are about to make it 3. I know the Red Bulls are better than us, but geez. Cross in. No, it's a free kick. Or no, is it the foul in the box? There is a yellow card. So TFC learn anything yet? Nope. Fuera, Herdman, Jimmy, and Manning. I agree. It's a free kick, though. My bad. The penalty was outside the box. Martinez coming on for Santi Jimenez. Well, there you go. Free Santi, he only plays 68 minutes. Jesus. Free kick for Red Bulls. At least it's not a on goal or a guaranteed goal. Orbelin Pineda, John Tolkien, and Carmona standing over it. John Tolkien! Off the wall. I think off his own player. Carlos Rodriguez and Guillermo Martinez are on for Santi Jimenez and Orbelin Pineda. Michael Hector is about to come on, and Damian Lowe. Deshaun Bernard and Damari Gray are coming off for Michael Hector and Damian Lowe. Get El Piojo in. If you're talking about the manager for Mexico, sure. If you're talking about Alvarado, I don't know if that'll help. Damn. Shot, save. Cross cleared by Jamaica. Ooh, golazo. Cross in. Header. Romo. Shot, golazo! Golazo! Girault Arteaga scores! Goal! 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 Golazo! Golazo! Aso! 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 Gol de Mexico! Gol de Arteaga! 1-0! Gerardo Arteaga with a goal. They finally shoot, and guess what happens? 1-0 Mexico. It's the 69th minute. It was a nice goal, and it's 1-0 Mexico, 1-0 esta noche. Well, you were right, weren't you? 56th minute. Banger, banger, banger. That's what we call a banger. That's what we call a banger. Playing forward, Owuzu loses the ball. Etienne Jr. Derek Etienne Jr. And he runs out of play. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Arteaga ain't no defender, that's for sure. Vamos, says John Flay. What a goal by Arteaga. Jamaica, y'all tried. The big game is Monday, Croatia versus Italy. May the best team win, Rio. And may the video do numbers. And may the stream do numbers with Italians and Croatians. I know the Croatians will be there. Hey, I'll be live for it. I can't review it because there's a Copa game an hour after, so there's no time for me to do the RSR, but I will do the review, or I'll be live for the game, so there's that. But I know the Croatians will be there. I'll be there. I know everybody who isn't Italian but isn't Croatian, the normals will be here, and we'll see what happens with the Italians. I think it'll get numbers. Croatia videos, Croatia streams always do get numbers for me. They always do. No matter who. I agree. Goal differential. And they haven't allowed. Goal differential. Mexico scored one, not allowed any. At least anything that counted. Venezuela scored two, but allowed one, but that's a +1 goal differential. So it's because they've allowed less. Root for Italy for the game. Me too. Forza Italia! Forza Italia! I have a soft spot for Croatia, but it ain't. Not Monday. No. Not Monday. Forza Italia! The one day I don't, well, I got my soft spot for Croatia because of, well, I'd say the 2018 World Cup, but really how the Canada game went. Or how do I put it? Don't say that. Don't say that. That's going to give Italy the Malocchio. You don't want to do that. No. Do not give Italy the Malocchio. No. Somebody go get me a cornicello. Like, no. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not giving Italy the Malocchio. No. I saw how that played out. Speaking of that Canada game, I saw how that played out back then. No. You are not giving Italy the Malocchio. No. 73rd minute. No. Vaffanculo. Che cavolo, vaffanculo. Pezzo de merda, vaffanculo. No. Header gets cleared away by Mexico. These Euro games are the best I've seen. It's already the most goals in Euro history. And somehow own goal is still the Golden Boot winner. What? Like, that's weird. Like, the most goals scored in Euros history up to this point, and own goal is still leading the Golden Boot race. That's some sort of weird alternate universe shit. Let's just go there. Yeah. I hate it for him. No, I do. Save by Gavron, 60th minute. They better. They are, right now, the better team than Croatia, at least so far. But football's weird. The ball's always round. Who knows? Croatia might finally show some heart. But as Rio said, all 3-point teams go through, so I think Italy will be fine anyway. But if they win, they play on Saturday at 11 in the morning, so that'll be great for me, right? We'll have a busy Saturday as well. Portugal beat Turkey 3-0. Yeah, I saw that. I can't believe Cristiano was unselfish. I can't believe he was unselfish. '75th minute, 61st minute. So Toronto finishes about 10 minutes or so after the Mexico game. For me, thank you for the $5 super chat, Dave. I say right now, Germany and Spain. I don't think they'd end up on the same side of the bracket, because I still think I had Spain winning the group. For me, yeah, Germany, Spain. Germany, Spain, I think Germany wins. Side netting, that'll be a corner for Jamaica. But thank you for the $5 super chat as well. Corner for Mexico. I have time. That's the good news. Is because of how early the game. Wait, no. I might. Well, let's put it like this. I have time. I could stay live and rant. I cannot do an RSR. But would the live stay on for about 15 minutes longer so I could say my piece? Yes. Something like that. But then you'd see me like 30 minutes later doing the frickin' Colombia match. Then Brazil plays at 8. Uriel Antuno's off and Luis Chavez is off for Piojo Alvarado and Eric Sanchez. No. 63rd minute, corner for Red Bulls. 77th minute. Alvarado scored in that Gold Cup semi against Jamaica last year. Shot saved, but it wasn't against them. It was against the Netherlands on a bullshit offside call because it wasn't offside. Because the player was offside, but he was not in the play. Like, it looked obvious that player was not in the play. Just because he was offside, that Harper's coming on for Jengar, the goal scorer. The second goal scorer. Struggling against Jamaica when you got Ecuador, Venezuela next has got to be scary. Well, Mexico's not good anymore. What's your score prediction for Canada versus Peru and Chile? Peru, I say Canada 3-0. Chile, I think Canada beats Chile 3-0 as well. Insigne and Bernardeschi are Italy's best goal scorers. Yeah, but they weren't going to get called up. They haven't done enough in Toronto to even earn a call up. And they were already being phased out anyway, sort of, after the World Cup qualifiers were over. So, you know, Cozy Thompson, I think they would have been at the World Cup if Italy made it, but at least one of them. But here's the problem. They were being phased out anyway. And then you have the thought process of they just haven't earned the call up. Maybe they play better in Italy's shirt, but they had to earn it, and they didn't. So 65th minute. And just imagine how bad Toronto would have been without them if they went to the Euros. I mean, we'd be bad. We're bad already, so I'm sure they'd rather be there too. I'm not going to lie. But if it was me, my mentality would be like, I'm going to show them why I should be there. Cephas coming on and Dixon coming on for Jamaica. Cephas is coming on. It was better than last year. So not by much. It's not much, but it's something. Antonio and Bobby Reed off for Cephas and Dixon. 66-minute, 2-0 Red Bull Toronto. The bad part is we're losing 2-0, and Red Bull hasn't even played that good of a game. But Toronto's just let it happen. They've let it happen. That's the sad part, is they've just let it happen. 67th minute. 80th minute between Mexico, Jamaica. St. Louis City 1-1 Atlanta full time. Well, at least City got a draw. Wasn't great sort of result, but we'll. And that's going to be a free kick for Toronto. Well, there you go. '82nd minute. Yep, Edelman tackles him. That's obviously a yellow. 68th minute. Toronto free kick. They have a chance to maybe pull back a point. FC Tulsa 0-0 between Sacramento. Damn. Daniel Edelman will miss Red Bull's next match on yellow card accumulation. Headed away. Longstaff brings it down. That'll be cleared. '68th minute. '83rd minute. Colorado Rapids 2-1 Montreal. Shot. That'll be cleared. 68th minute. Shot over the bar. Free kick here for Jamaica. 70 minutes between Toronto Red Bull 2-0. Frankie Amaya. Again, pulled. Well, I don't know. Shaquille Marshall-Ruddy coming on for Toronto. And Mabika's on as well. Insigne for Shaquille Marshall-Ruddy. Kevin Long off for Mabika. Yeah, Mexico's playing better in the first half. So, 2 subs for Toronto. Think a bit late, but 70th minute. I think Jamaica lost already. Game's not over yet. It's never over till it's over. Two substitutes remaining for Toronto. 70th minute. Playing forward, Bernadeschi making the run. Bernadeschi making a run. Blocked away. Loses the ball. But Shaquille wins it back. Ooh. Brought down. Etienne out for a corner for Toronto. He gave him the Malocchio. '85th minute. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. Cross in. Over to the bar, header, missed by Flores. Better offense, for sure. Like, our defense isn't horrible, but if we had a better offense, we could outscore our miscues. But if we had a better offense, I think we'd make less miscues. See, here's my thought process. The longer the game goes without a lead for Toronto, I think the defenders get more and more antsy. And the other team sees that, and they make us pay. You know what I'm saying? I think if we scored more and quicker, shot over the bar. Here's a shot, blocked away. Like, look at that. Exactly. I mean, I know they're down 2-0, but look at that. That was damn near a bad mistake because, again, the longer this game goes, we have the talent to score, we just don't score. But we need more people around that talent to help facilitate that talent. What happened in the Mexico game? Arteaga scored a golazo in the the 69th minute. And that's that. Jamaica hasn't got anything more. They've sort of, I wouldn't say fell back, but definitely weakened out a bit. Mexico is holding on by the skin of their teeth. 73rd minute. Jamaica could still score. I mean, the way they're playing, it doesn't exactly look like it, but you're right. I think they sort of gave up. Guatemala is asked. Jamaica could totally beat us if they're squaring up to Mexico. Yeah, but I think Guatemala should beat the DR, so that's more going to be a match for first place, Guatemala, Jamaica. What's the USA-Bolivia score? I think USA 4-1. I think Bolivia will get a goal because of Berhalter's idiocy. but the USA will still win. 3-0, game over. Yay. 74th minute. And here we go. Horrible giveaway. Here comes the Red Bulls springing down the pitch. Cameron Harper. Harper takes it, shoots, nutmegs Mabica, and rolls it in. 3-0 Red Bulls. Cameron Harper. What a shot. Toronto gives it away. '74th minute. 3-0. I think they'll bottle the play. You're right. You're right. We're in a wild card spot as we speak. Toronto's going to miss. You know what? Nope. You're right. They are absolutely collapsing. Toronto's in a wild card spot right now. I don't even think they'll stay in a wild card spot by the end of the year. They're going to collapse. Collapse. Their second half's going to be way worse than their first. They're collapsing. You're right. No, they're going to miss the playoffs. You know what? No, I'm calling it now. Toronto's going to miss the playoffs. They're going to miss the playoffs. Who was the worst from Toronto today? All of them. None of them gave a shit. Point blank period. Point blank period. All of them sucked. I can't tell you. Long was bad for sure, but all of them sucked. Any chance for the transfer market? They ain't going to do shit. So they didn't learn nothing. I think they're collapsing like they're collapsing like the Hindenburg. This is done. They're not making the playoffs. Great first half, and you threw away all that goodwill for what? Nothing. Bill Manning is still a marked man. John Herdman's a joke. And, yeah, 3 minutes stoppage time between Mexico and Jamaica. Gomes didn't know where to go. Yeah, and then Mabica got nutmegged. At this point, hoist the colors. You need a pirate. That's all I'm going to say. Herdman can't even save this team. I'm not saying he always looked perfect, but I thought maybe there were other people who could save this team. Herdman can't do it. But hey, at least Montreal's losing. 77th minute. Is there any trades upcoming? Don't know. I ain't heard nothing. Not a thing. 77th minute. Toronto's going to miss the playoffs. I feel it in my bones. This team is absolutely collapsing. They're not going to bounce back. If you remember early in the year where they had that little bit of an aberration and they had some really bad results, but they bounced back, this is the second time they've had an aberration like that with some really bad results. But you know what? I don't think they're bouncing back. Lightning doesn't strike twice. They're missing the playoffs. They're going to miss the playoffs. Unless something changes. They're missing the playoffs. Elias Manuel is off for Hall. How many days since our last win? Well, at least it ain't that hard for me to get another book. That's the good news. So that was Wednesday, so 3 days ago. That was a loss. A week ago, lost to the Fire. On the 1st of June, it was a loss to DC United, or a draw to DC United. We drew Philadelphia the midweek before. So we last won in May. We lost to Cincinnati. We beat Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent was our last win. Saint Laurent was our last win. Of course. Our last win was Saint Laurent, and our last MLS win, which was in May, our last MLS win, I think, was the game before that against Montreal. So Montreal and Saint Laurent. Montreal was our last MLS win. Saint Laurent was our last win overall. So almost 2 months ago. If this goes any longer, almost 2 months ago. Mid-May was our last 2 wins. Of course, there was an international break in between, but 93rd minute, 1-0 Mexico. Looks like the game's about to end. And full-time whistle. So TFC should only play Quebec teams. 93rd minute, full-time, 1-0 Mexico, 1-0 esta noche. That'll do for Mexico. They got the 3 points. Corner for John Tolkien. Cross in, header. Man, I wish they just postponed this game. Me too. 10 minutes to go between Red Bulls and Toronto plus. So we still have like 15 minutes to handle. Would have been better if they just postponed it, I agree. So we got 20 shots to 13. We got 9 shots on goal to 4. Got passes. 61% possession. Playing forward, Mabaka, 81st minute. You know what? I'm not even going to change my jersey for the double review. I'm just going to do it. You know? Now that I don't know. I'm not even going to try. I'll just call him Hall. Let's call him Hall. That's what everybody else is calling him. Must have a reason to have it printed on his jersey, though. Like the PFOC thing. So possession, PA. 83% PA to 74. Playing forward, 83rd minute. Passes. PA. Fails. Offside. Yellows, reds, and corners. No yellows. Corners. 7 corners to 6. Toronto has to do a lot to get my trust back. You know what? You have a point. What's been TFC's worst game of the season? Chicago Fire. The Chicago game. No question. That was the worst. That was the worst. The Chicago game was the worst. Like, I'm not saying anything else was. 83rd minute, 3-0. Chicago game was the worst, for sure. I agree. Bill Manning should go. Insigne, you know what? I think Insigne definitely, he needs to go. Might as well. Bernadeschi, I think he could still be salvageable. But, yeah, Manning, Insigne, yeah. Worst player today, Kevin Long, one good. Kevin Long wasn't good. Rawstead, of course, sucked. For some reason, Herdman doesn't like Mabaka. I don't get it. No. Well, possible, but no. TFC rant tonight, I think part of it will be. I think part of the review will be a TFC rant. To the point, I'm not changing my jersey for the double review. I'm just going to wear this jersey the whole time and then start talking about Mexico when I'm done with Toronto. Because there's nothing more to say for me than, yeah, Red Bull played an okay game. They scored 3 goals, but Toronto legitimately didn't care. Again, what have they learned? They were supposed to learn something from the Chicago game. What have they learned? I know we're horrible at Red Bull Arena, but legitimately, I don't think they helped. But my God, they're just playing like mannequins at this point. I agree. Wuzu out. I agree with that. Zero creativity in midfield. Yeah, because I've been saying there needs to be a number 10. Longstaff is not a number 10. Oso's washed up. I've been telling you. We need a guy like Rafa Mata Nunez. Hell, a retiring Seba playing the 10 would be better. Pozuelo coming home. Eustachio. Something of that like to play the 10. Or at least Eustachio could play a better version of Longstaff where he also probably is an 8. But when he's forward, he could play the ball around like a mug. But again, we needed a number 10. I've been saying this since last year. We need a 10. Because here's the thing. Bernadeschi and Insigne, part of the problem is they are basically left all alone on an island because we don't have a striker either. But if we have a number 10 who can make all 3 guys, all 3 guys dangerous in attack, or they could be as well, all 4 of the front 4 are dangerous. Then you throw Richie Larea in there. You at least got a front 5. My point being is this. The attack is not dangerous enough because you know that the 3 midfielders are not shooting. You know damn well, and yeah, good for Longstaff. He's got a couple of goals. And Oso's Oso, but you know pretty much damn well. Longstaff isn't shooting. Oso's barely shooting. Flores and Coelho ain't shooting. Just because you have an odd goal doesn't mean anything. Okay? And your striker really can't score either. So basically you have 2 guys that are the backbone of your offense. Of course they're going to get marked out of the game. I think it's been pretty obviously. Bernadeschi, no, not at all. Not at all. I agree. Have a great night. Can't stomach much more. Cheers. Cheers, Duncan. It's not fun to watch this team. It was for a while. It's getting back to not fun. Thank God everything else is better. Last year wasn't a bad year, but at least life-wise. But things are good, right? Very good. I don't feel as apt to be depressed by this team like I did last year. They're not as bad, but last year, this team could easily spun me into a depression. This year, they may suck, but no. I don't know if you tell I'm glowing, but I don't know. Last year, I bet you could tell, but exactly. Horrible. Go ahead. Right now, I was going to say Elias Manuel was the best player in the game. Right now, Harper. Harper is burning Toronto to shreds. 89th minute. I agree. This is worse than I expected. Yeah, I think Manuel and Harper were better, but I did say 2-1 either way, which pretty much meant 2-1 Red Bulls. Not far off compared to others. But I agree. Tyrese Spicer's a good player. I agree. I absolutely agree. That sucks too. Hit the like button. And the subscribe button. Told you they were going to lose. They don't have a fighting comeback mentality. Well, yeah, once it gets to 2 or 3, yeah. But if it's 1, maybe they get the equalizer, then blow it late. But which is why I said 2-1. Ooh. Steven Eustachio. Yeah, we'll go there. Steven Eustachio. Which is very it's possible. It's realistic. For some dumb reason, it's realistic that Eustachio comes to Toronto this summer. I don't know why. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. But you know what? If Europe wants to be that dumb and underrate him that heavily, we'll take it. Yeah, that was the worst game of the season. We're still playing like crap, though. This is worse than Nashville, but better than Chicago. 3 minutes of stoppage time. I'm not even changing the jersey for the review. I'm just going to wear this throughout the whole thing. What player from Europe could have saved Toronto this year? Again, Steven Eustachio. Herdman and Angus Eve are shameless. They don't belong in the modern game. You know what? Yeah, John Herdman. Jesse Marsh is going to make John Herdman look like a joke when it comes to Canada. You know what? I'm not going to lie. Jesse Marsh, over the next couple of years, is going to make John Herdman look like a joke. I'm not joking. I think John Herdman's legacy is going to be absolutely set in flames by Jesse Marsh. If there ever was a legacy, Jesse Marsh will set his legacy on fire. Will set his legacy on fire. Like, thank you, John Herdman, for taking us to our first World Cup in 30-odd years. But that's all you did. Yeah, you put us in a position where we could succeed with a guy like Jesse Marsh. But that's all you did. Jesse Marsh is the better coach. We're going to get killed. Pachuca's going to kill us. I'm not surprised. What's one thing that hasn't changed since we've been turning over from 2017 to now? Bill Manning. Bill Manning's ugly mug being in power. That's what hasn't changed. And his no brain have an ass being in power. I mean, he did play okay today, but I still think 8.1 is a little bit too much. I agree. You know what? I'm also going to say this. Zambrano would have taken Canada to the 2022 World Cup. They would have done what they did with Zambrano. Zambrano got railroaded for Herdman because Herdman was a puppy dog. Herdman was a CSA puppy dog. And that, because Herdman does well under, I wouldn't say does well under pressure, but does well in bullshit situations. But when it becomes too bullshit, he ain't going to say shit. Or if he does, he's going to say, tip my hat, I'm out, I'm going somewhere else. Just like he did with Toronto. And he's in another bullshit situation. You know what? Yeah, Zambrano would have done better with Canada or done the same. Zambrano got railroaded because he was going to ask for, I personally think he was going to ask for some culpability from Canada soccer. Herdman wasn't. And they thought, well, if Herdman got our women to be good, he'll get our men to be good. And they were right for a certain extent. But I still think Zambrano would have done enough for Canada to get them to the 22 World Cup. And it's full-time, 3-0 Red Bulls. I legitimately think so. I agree with that. You're crazy. Yep. Exactly. Good for y'all. With that being said, we'll not take a short break, but that's the end of the live stream. A Mexico win, Toronto loss. With that being said, if you like the stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once you subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. all that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of both these matches, and I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I grew up a fan of Girault. That's why I chose the national team as it was. That was the national team part of it. Grew up a fan of Girault as well. Even before he came to Toronto. Good game. Yeah, y'all were way better. With that being said, I'll see you. See you within the hour. This team. With that being said, I'm running them out. Peace. See you.